Okay, let's take some example and then we work together on this. So on a high level, CrawlQ really helps you to create buyer personas, right? When you set up a project, you come to this dashboard. When you start with the project, there are multiple possibilities to start a project. When you start your project, you can start with a new workspace. I have some workspace, for example. You can also start with the demo workspace if one of these workspace is close enough to what you're looking for. I think you mentioned you're into food supplement, vitamins, protein supplement, right?
Yeah, dietary supplement, health supplement.
Health supplement, yes. There are some projects like this, nutrition, sportswear. Let me take one of these. So maybe that was the first project, but let's try to work from fresh. Then I can really show you how it works, right? Please work step by step in this project from very beginning. So
Okay.
let's say that you're starting your business and you need to create website, you need to create a funnel. So let's say you wanted to validate your business idea. You already know that this is your company, this is what you're going to do, but you don't know who are the right target audience, right? Something that we are going to do together with you will do this information. So I'm looking for my primary target buyer in this case is people who want health supplement, right? So let's say sleep supplement.
Yes.
So my question is, I got it, sleep supplement, but do you have someone in mind like these are young male or are these female or they can be both or these people are old who need sleep supplement? That's my question.
Typically, we have several personas. First of all, is some people, it will be women suffering from menopause. So likely it will be around 40 years old or above. Ladies, this is the first demographic of the persona.
Shall we work with this? Because I want to be very specific in this project. And then, of course, know your product, services, you know that this will work with this category good, then you can generalize a bit more. Or if you have completely different buyer persona in the different demographics, then I suggest to create a new workspace and then you test the message. So that's the idea. CrawlQ, we work with one person, one niche at one time, because then it gives us a lot of flexibility and focus to focus on that specific buyer person and paint points around that and create content. This focus will not be there if we start mixing our buyer persona. So from this is the challenging part in CrawlQ because it really forces you to think in terms of one person niche. This is our Fred. Fred has fears, results, he has expectations, he has desires. So let's start with the niche. Woman in the age group, maybe
Is 40, yeah, 40 or above, yes.
Suffering
menopause.
Let's start with this statement and let's go a bit more specific. So let's try to understand that what is the problem in this case. And we first talk about single woman in the group of women. This menopause is not suffering, right? Suffering is this, right? In the menopause, suffering from what was this? Not having sleep is the word, right? Not having a proper sleep is again a word. But I think let's just say women in the menopause suffering from sleep or absence of sleep. Suffering from absence of sleep. Whatever we do here is just an experiment and we are going to anyway refine it and we will get more suggestions from AI. So don't worry about it. Okay?
Okay.
First step is just like our statement. Then we can further say, right? You must have done some study already. You know that this the menopause brings something specific in the body of women, and because of this, it sort of induces is this problem, right?
Yes.
And the next step that we wanted to do, Joseph, I'm sure you must have some more idea, right? That why this problem is predominant when this stage occurs. And do you have something to add when I'm narrowing it down?
Maybe some keywords will be hot flash, HOTFLASH, hot flash.
So the woman may be suffering from hot flash, night sweats, and anxiety. And so that's really good. We are now kind of narrowing down this subject. We started with high level niche. Then we say woman in the condition of menopause suffering from hot flash, night sweats, anxiety, and asleep. This is really good, Joseph, because now what we are doing, we are like really narrowing it down to that specific buyer persona that you wanted to create content for. Vertical is, I will call it sleep supplements, and I'll keep it as, when I say vertical, that means a brand, a discipline, or a subject that you can apply throughout the industry. So, sleep supplement is our vertical. You can also call it nutrition, or you can also call it something. But my definition of vertical here is something, a special subject or special skill sets that you can apply throughout different areas. Sleep supplement can also be useful here for this particular buyer persona, but we will keep it like still specific and narrow down and not call it nutrition or health, because then we don't want it to go broad. We want it to go very specific. So sleep supplement, or even I can call it, if you agree, women sleep supplements. Do you agree to call it like that? Women?
Yeah, I agree.
Then this part is really important because now we have done great job so far. We started niche, sub niche, micro niche, vertical. Still, this is your business, you know, and we didn't do any AI or magic here, but we are super specific from the beginning. So let's say you know someone. This person's name is Maria. Maria is 45-year-old, retired, retired school teacher. Because what we are doing here in the ideal prospect overview is we are finding that specific person that we know and we take on a coffee date. And CrawlQ is giving us conversational points, the icebreakers. And this person is also someone who connect back us with our product or service. So that's important. Why we are writing it in a specific structure. So our niche, single person, Maria, she is in a specific situation. She has a specific desire, and that's the definition of niche. Someone who has in a specific situation, in a specific desire. You can also see who they are, what their specific situation, what their problem, and what they want or desire. So Maria is 45-year-old retired school teacher. She is suffering from anxiety, sleep due to menopause, and she's looking for sleep supplements which are safe. Yeah. See, every word that I'm writing is having a specific purpose. So, which is safe, approved, and without side effect. Now, at this moment, you might already start visualizing Maria and giving her a roadmap, giving her through your content how we can resonate her with her, right? We must give her a roadmap, a dream that she has confirmed her suffering. That this is we are confirming that she's suffering from this problem, but we can only attract her if we have a solution, and the solution is in the direction that she think it's safe, secure, right? What you wanted to bring into this conversation. She is suffering from anxiety, lack of sleep, due to menopause. Let's full stop here. She has tried everything, but it didn't work out. But it, she is looking for sleep supplement that are safe, approved, and without side effect. So far, so good, Joseph?
Yes. Yeah. Very, very nice. It's a very typical ladies who have this kind of situation, exactly like what you have mentioned. So
Right.
it's perfect.
So this is a kind of cognitive load when you start with this, because we can't start with the keyword. We can also start with keyword, but it really forces you to start this way. And that is difference with other two. But let's get started with this. When you press this button, get started, you are presented with some choices. You can go quick gain. You can also go to content writer and try to create something which is still an SEO. It will work like other SEO type tool work, right? You can, from this stage, you can also choose to work being just an SEO content writer, and like other tools, because we have sufficient information at this stage. But this is something that your choice, but we wanted to go deep dive, and that's why we are on CrawlQ. Otherwise it was not needed. CrawlQ was not needed. Then our information, we are already started seeing this. This is what we felt, what we feel in the beginning. Onboarding question, we can directly generate insights here. The workflow is same, like you start with your hunch feeling, you come here, you generate these insights. These insights will help you to get more deeper. Okay, let's read this and see what comes out of it and what are the new things that you will recognize here. So your company provides a product to relieve women suffering from absence of sleep in menopause condition. Your company is about providing supplement for women in menopause to get sufficient sleep. Women with menopause need a special supplement to increase sleep. I think this is okay. It also repeats something from our own input. Conditions of menopause suffering from hot flash, night sweats, anxiety, and can't sleep. When defining your niche, what's the difference between specific situation and specific problem? So maybe we can pay some attention to this while we go through this. We are painting a specific situation of this person, Maria, and specific problem. I think we did that. First one is more broad and could involve a set of people in various situations facing diverse problem, where later defines a particular subset of this group that shares a common problem. I think we are doing this. We are already following this instruction. Sub-niche is about women in menopause suffering from absence of sleep, women in condition of menopause. Very nice. Okay, this is good. If this repeat at this stage, don't worry about it, because that means we are also in right direction. Didn't get any random ideas here, and if we get some specific idea, we'll pick it up. But these insights that we are doing here is good. The mentioned niche is in reference to a specific group of people who are suffering from menopause. That's okay. Then we have this vertical, right? Then we also see again a story from Maria. Maria is 45-year-old retired school teacher who suffers from anxiety, which causes her not to able to sleep due to menopause. She has tried everything but didn't work out. She has been looking for safe sleep supplement, and she found women's sleep supplements that are approved without side effect. So this improves our story a little bit, right? If you see, this takes our story and it rewrite and it improves a little bit. But at this stage, this is sufficient. We can go and proceed to the next step. So if we got something new here, it's we are happy to put here, right? But here we are doing good job, because I don't see new item came, because we are already doing good here. So let's go to the demographics. So can you put your domain name and the company name there?
I type it to you. Just a moment.
Your company is something like https://cozylife.com, right? Cozy. So what happens from the first step to next step? We only need to fill these two important items. We are going to complete this until here. So define your niche, demographics, semantics, and psychographics. This is our first milestone. when we are doing a deep dive. As I said in the beginning, we could have also gone to another section and start writing content, but we won't get that great results, and it will be same with other tools like other AI tools. But here we wanted to go to first milestone, achieve this, and then go to the next step. So the workflow here is I supply two information, I say fill with AI, and it will fill up the remaining. So your own role and title is you're the CEO of Cozy Life, you're the owner of the company. So but here we are only these three inputs are related. Name of the, I think we have to be careful here because sometimes the information that is filled up might be picking up too much from our own information. So we'll verify this information if it is correct. So role and title, name or role or title of the person who can get most value. So this is not right. This person is more woman that we are targeting, women with menopause. Because here we are looking for these two inputs are for our company name, domain name, and then we are looking for this decision maker. Decision maker also in this situation is the woman who suffers from your own role and title. So you are the founder and CEO of Cozy Life. We are targeting people with age group of 45. There's a deliberate mix here. You might be confusing, but it's a deliberate attempt to tell AI to get better because in the tool place in the beginning we said your own company name, domain name, then whom we are targeting, your own role and title. It was deliberate here to make the AI more like understand that this is our business and this is our niche that we are targeting. So these people are in the everything rest of here is all in relation to your target audience. So she's 45, female. What's location? Shall I put Singapore?
Yeah. Okay.
And with you said any specific to the location, we'll also get if there is something specific. And we are targeting retired school teacher in general. The thing that we are trying to do here is to come up with a good story about this buyer persona and then generalize it. Married, 10 years of experience, BA education level is alone company size, and you are driving your main traffic through your own website. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
again, the workflow is we save and we generate insights. And these insights are going to help us further go in the direction. Kiran just joined us, so I wanted to just recap. We are working on a live workspace, a niche. It's a woman in menopause suffering from absence of sleep. And Joseph has a business which provides a special sleep supplement for this kind of condition. We worked out through a story. In our story, Maria is our target audience. She's a retired school teacher, and she's suffering from anxiety, lack of sleep due to menopause. Now, let's see what kind of additional insights we can generate. These are still steering inputs which will help us to train AI and get better and better as we progress in this workspace. So your website, Cozy Life website, is the company. You have a product which is women sleep supplement. The company specializes in menopause treatment, and these are some keywords that you can use: women's sleep supplement, women's hormones, menopause medication analysis. The company specializes in menopause treatment, thus we should target women with menopause. That's okay. We understand that. Which will be women who are in the age group of 30 to 50. I got new insight though here. You said 40, but this condition can also be in the range of 30 to 50. The website features the company's product line, which is aimed at women in this group. We are generating some new ideas also here. Cozy, company's called Cozy. What the products and services of this company, right? This is all around the conditions and inputs that we provided. Role and title: women are increased risk of psychiatric disorders in menopause. Here comes the new insights. First time I'm seeing this, such as depression, anxiety, and insomnia. So the word that we should use maybe for the can't stay asleep, it's more like insomnia condition. Women with menopause need special supplement to increase sleep, reduce hot flashes and night sweats. The problem addressed is lack of sleep, which means that the solution offered are sleep aids, resulting in various benefits like less stress, pain, concentration problems, and mental disorders. Do you see this? Do you recognize this?
Most of them, I think, is correct. Just
Right.
like depression,
Mhm.
just like stress is a very good term.
Concentration.
Mental disorder, concentration problem. But mental disorder is not correct.
Right.
Pain is correct. Stress is correct. Concentration problem somehow.
So what I will do is, like, if I were you, I will also keep editing them because these are my notes. Basically, these are available as notes here to later use. And the moment I start working on it, I'm already creating content. So every minute I'm spending here is not going waste because this content I can start already creating my short stories or post them on Facebook group. So nothing is going waste here. We're just researching. So I don't want to read it full. The ideal customer avatar in your case is a woman who's going through menopause, suffering from lack of sleep, and some of these regions are mentioned here. You can clean up them. You can make them short, ready to use for your social media. Decision maker of these types are usually moms. They're busy moms who have to work and look after themselves and their families. They're usually educated in the area of women health. The buyer persona of Maria, she's also an educated in the area where she comes from. She know about women health. She's an aware buyer person. She's not like a normal uneducated buyer person. She knows things and she's interested in finding good solution for better sleep. Which criteria do you use to research your customers? The main criteria is the stage of life the customer is at. So, and secondly, look at what worries them most. So you can still dig a little bit deeper based on this idea. What is the most worry for this person? Because she's already educated on this topic. So she might be looking for a specific assurance from you that the medicine that you provide is approved, safe, has worked in the past, right? This kind of conditions. Because when it comes to health, the orientation change, people do not think about economic losses, but think about long-term repercussions of that and the behavior change. What determines what sleep supplements they need? What are the risks of satisfying this customer? Customers have a good chance of choosing a different company if there are different alternatives. Also, I keep talking about in my different videos about the stage of awareness of your customer. So this market, I'm sure, is already quite saturated and there are a lot of sleep supplement providers. So you are not in a first stage, second stage, or even third stage. You are in the fourth stage, where of your target audience awareness, where you need to really prove that from the alternatives that exist in market, you are best because of X, Y, Z reason. If you have a new innovative solution in the market, you're first to claim in the market that you have something innovative, then your headline and everything change. If you're second, then you elaborate on that claim. If you're third to the market, then you sort of emphasize most on how it works. And if you're fourth, then you say how the things are better than alternatives. And fifth stage is completely dead stage where nobody wants to hear your claim. Nobody believes you that you have a right product for them. Then this becomes more a challenge where you yourself as a Joseph need to associate with these people, like strong personal authority connection. Like these businesses, like coaches and consultant, which provide hyper personalized services, because there's so much competition. So in this situation, you need to really identify Joseph as an authority on this subject of sleep supplement, and people just understand that Joseph is a person. They are lining up at your door, ringing the bell to talk to you. So there's a because then it's not about product and service. It's about Joseph. And if you have invented a new pill for sleep supplement, then they don't want to hear Joseph. They wanted to get this first innovative claim, and it will be very easy to market it. I don't want to go detail because I already proved to you that it gets lot of details. It also giving us about location, Singapore, demographics, GDP, size, and so forth. These things. Occupation, if we use word like retired people or retired from their services, then how the behavior will change, marital status, experience, education. Okay, so this you can always clean up, save them, so you don't have to regenerate them again, and you will use them as your content already. So whatever you are doing here is not wasting your time and effort. And if you see a new angle, you can always pick up that angle and put that angle here. Now, I'm looking for some topics that you wanted to start. So let's say best sleep supplement. And Joseph, if you have some idea, then give me. I need two steering idea, then rest.
Sure.
Do you have a topic, or this is the conversation? Think about, when you think about topic, don't think about SEO topic. Think that you're sitting in front of Maria right now, and you have to speak to her about your product and service. What will be that conversation that will really connect you with Maria? That's our target audience. So, and if you can just do me one more, then we can work with that two topics, and then we say fill with AI, generate insights around it. That's our workflow. When you know your business and you know that what we are going to talk, that is most important, because we don't want to go through that search route. We wanted to go through a very specific route where we know Maria and we know that what exactly will suit her, and then we will generalize it for the search topic later on. But let's say I wanted to say here best sleep 40, best sleep supplement after 40. This can be a marketing and a strong sales topic as well. Best sleep supplement after 40, right? Could be. That can trigger people, because what we are doing here is our focus is more on creating sales and marketing arguments, bring them together and stitch them. And all this information that you come is driven by the copywriting framework that is behind. So every time AI has an instruction that how to fill this information. So what is niche semantics, why they are required, what is niche headline, niche subheadline. There are examples here. So every time it has a specific instructions, and it processes those words and bring the best out of it here. So top 5 supplements that help women with menopause to sleep. That is auto-generated best sleep supplement for menopause, right? Makes sense. How to sleep at 40 was from our own ideas. Sleep supplements for anxiety. Looking for safe sleep supplements. That's okay. Headline can be this. So niche headlines. Women's sleep supplement. That can be big, bold headline on your website. Women's sleep supplements. How to get through menopause and enjoy life. This is also processed, and these how many words are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 words are so powerful than a blog of 400 words on it. So it stops people. When they come to your website, they read how to get through menopause and enjoy life. This is very powerful, and that's what I was trying to show. This kind is not random. This structure is not random. It is powered by the CrawlQ's copywriting framework that we follow. At this stage, again, our workflow will be save it and generate insights. I don't think we need to generate insights, because I'm quite happy with what I got here. But if you wanted to go more specific, more deep, you wanted to generate more ideas from here, you can always iterate through them, get more specific idea, change them. Because here now, you see, in the beginning, we were having some repetition because AI was still trying to collect the information, but now we are gathering more information. So more information, it start giving us more better ideas. So it details all these topics. If I were you, I will take this and I will make a Facebook post. That's how do I very quickly I post so many things. I was researching on topic. I get this. So see, main topic of interest, how does one know if she is in menopause? This is something that you can write a post about, a blog. Is it's occasional or chronic? Which supplements are recommended to help with the symptoms of menopause? This again can be a topic of a post. What foods are recommended for women with such issues? That's also a topic on your website. What are some helpful suggestions for how to stay asleep at night? That is also a tip for your website. How do you know if you are sleep deprived, right? These are all topics that you will recognize can help to connect with Maria. At this stage, you wanted to really super specific to Maria. Maria might not open up directly if you say, I have sleep supplement and that can help you with this menopause condition, because this is a health condition. And in order to open up the Maria, you need to go through some high level education item before you can bring your topic. So this also you need to sort of learn and be careful while you work through this process. What works better for you, what do not work better, and this way you will create a structure here, a content strategy, which will help us to create more specific content, right? This is one time we set up and we use it again and again. So this is important that we set up in a good way. And whatever you are generating here, you must save it. So otherwise, every time you regenerate, you lose some credit. So you should save it. You can make some changes here. It will serve as your notes, right? But you see, it comes up with quite good ideas, and it gives you already a good start. There will be always some mix up that you can clean it up, make it better, and save it, and you can use it. Again, there are some headlines. Attention, restless woman suffering from hot flashes, night sweats, anxiety, and can't sleep. This is our attention headline. Niche subheadline is hook that further grabs the attention of target audience. Headlines are very important because the job of headline is not to sell something, but job of headline is to stop someone for flash of seconds and then persuade this person to read the next headline, subheadline. Then if this person read the subheadline, then read through the content. So headline is very important to get it right in a way which catch the attention and hold the person for 2 seconds. That's it. If we have done, then this is marketing. Headline is marketing. Headline cannot take the credit card information and ask this person to buy. Headline is just there that we hold someone and now they are in our house. So that's important. I think I saved it already. So this way you can keep building on it. And as I said, these first 4 categories are milestone. This is 5% of our market research. After we are ready to train Athena, create some content, right? So I will still work here, and I want you to tell me something about this business that you have, where everyone believe in something, but truth is opposite of that. So we will start that. Did you know that there is an easy solution for your anxiety and sleep, and you don't have to sweat on it? And the solution lies in this. So everyone believes that this cannot be solved, but this problem can be solved easily. This will really help to get AI further and process information. Can we write something like that? Something that you think or Maria think, everyone believes in that, right? Maybe everyone believes that it is not something that can be solved, this problem. But yes, you have a solution for this. So you can just write a shocking statement, like something which shocked Maria about the solution that you're presenting. She has not heard this before. And that's where you will open up, right? In the meantime, I'll pick up the second one. Big emotional payoff will be having great sleep and relaxation. The keyboard is responding very slow. Have great sleep and relaxation each day. That will be the emotional payoff for your product or service to Maria. And you wrote here, do you know that 1/3 of women with menopause symptoms are suffering from sleep problem? Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Something that people think that the sleep is they are not having sleep, but maybe the underlying root cause can be the menopause, and that is many people don't know. They start diagnosing this problem differently, but this is good one. So we are not directly talking to Maria about menopause, but we are we are addressing her concern from the sleep problem, right? And many people don't know it. This is, or they are not ready to confess, or they don't see it like that. They believe that there is something going on, but the truth is opposite of X. So this statement is good. Again, we use these two steering inputs, and rest of the inputs are then created by system. Again, using a solid copywriting framework principle that powers it. So big desire to sleep well and feel relaxed. That's a big desire of Maria. She wanted to be woman, 45-year-old. So this is again description of our prospect. Problem, she suffered from hot flash, night sweats, and can't sleep. So now we are structuring all the information. Single big problem, agitation, lack of sleep, anxiety, menopause is solution, single big problem, agitation, solution. Menopause is causing, this root cause is of anxiety and night sweats. Big question, does your menopause affect your sleep? That is the question your target audience is asking, correct?
That
Copy.
is a very good question.
So that question is framed based on what is learning now, right? Result that we want to give to Maria. I will help her to have a more quality sleep by providing safe and natural supplement with no side effect. That's what you're going to talk to Maria on your coffee date. You confirm that this is a question. Are you looking for, or are you having this question? Does your menopause affect your sleep? If yes, then next thing that you wanted to assure is that I can help you with quality sleep by providing you safe and natural supplements with no side effect. Roadblock that she has tried everything, but it didn't work out. Now you see, it's not that here big magic is happening, but AI is trying to take our information and structure this information in a way which can use in our content creation. So when you're just opening a blank page also on the content creation, and if you start having a structure in your mind that I wanted to talk about first, what is big problem, what is single big question, you can also write this in the content writer there, like one structure like this, that you think that's how you wanted to talk to Maria during this coffee discussion. And then ask content writer, select write me Athena, and it will write that part of the problem. So you can also build from here your own structure. Later on, I will show you. Single big problem we have here is sleeplessness. And curiosity is you will make this person more curious about your product and service if you talk about these three things, that your product is natural, safe, and effective. Does this make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, these are steps that are quite logical.
Yes. Then secret menopause affects sleep, mistake that Maria might have or seen, that she has been suffering from hot flashes, night sweats, anxiety, and can't sleep for last 10 years. She has tried everything, but it didn't work out. She's looking for safe sleep supplements approved and without side effect. So can you tell me that this is something that I already input, why you're showing me back again? The magic behind is it is taking your information, structuring your information. Based on this, you can generate more insights to improve this information. So that's how the workflow will be going on from here. It gives you positive value outcome. So Maria will be able to sleep without any problems. Negative outcomes, she's suffering from anxiety, lack of sleep. Time frame, 3 months, 3 week. That's your solution can help her. So you see, we have gone into quite detail. Main call to action for Joseph to Maria will be visit my website, cozylife.com, for cutting edge menopause sleep supplements. Does that make sense, Joseph?
Yeah, yes, impressed me, in fact, because it's used a lot of keywords. In fact, some of them I have never think of, or some I knew about that, but I overlooked on that. So I think it's great. It's great.
And so far, I even not generated insights here. So if I iterate our insights, you will see that it's giving me more and more idea to improve upon. And of course, it's building from our information. So far, I have not gone to search engine, Google, right? I have not touched anything related to Google yet. We just started this conversation and we have not searched anything. So we have not followed any competitor approach or any content or plagiarism issues. These all instructions are also generated based on a specific structure that we are working. So you can go as much as detail here. I wanted to save this project. It will be available as a demo project. So on you can also follow. But you see single big desire, single big ideal problem. There's a lack of a specific sleep supplement for women in menopause. This supplement is doctor approved and you can get it without prescription. It will help you to reduce hot flashes and sweats. So these insights that you are generating here, these are not waste. What I'm saying, you can curate them, you can edit them, you can immediately start posting on your social media. You can start writing email. Everything that you do here, don't think you're doing only market research, but you are also producing content. Marketing in the end is unique and useful insights that you communicate with your target audience. Fred is in a specific situation. Fred want results. He has expectation. He has desire, and we are exploiting. Our job as a CrawlQ copywriter is to exploit this desire, this roadblock, this suspicion, and bring this into the copy. So this CrawlQ is working as a copywriter for you, as a copywriting assistant, and researching your market, researching your Maria, researching your Fred deeper and deeper. So thus everything so far hopefully makes sense. Now at this stage, I'm ready with my first milestone. I wanted to test how things are going for content creation and everything. Okay, so we'll do that. But before that, what we are going to do, we're going to dashboard and we are going to power Athena. Now we can just press the button like this. So that means it will take the information from already what we filled inside in the market research, the middle column, not insights, but the middle column, because that's the foundation for connection. In addition to that, what we can do, we can also supply it a web page URL, which is an authoritative source of information on supplements during this condition, menopause sleep supplement. If you have something, a URL, if you think is really good, just give me that URL. I'll paste it here and then I'll press the button, power up Athena.
Are there any magic number, maybe add 3 or 5 or 10 or URL? Are there anything numbers like that? Or just add as much as possible?
Yes, I will explain this. So we are still testing and optimizing this approach. So currently you can add one at a time. When you add next time another URL, it will replace the previous one and it will have the new one. You also don't want to add so many things here because then we again become the problem. We are same stage where we want to avoid. We don't want to go to Google approach where a lot of information is there. We have created very specific information, right? At this stage, by adding this URL, we wanted to induce some facts, like facts, special facts, statistics, right? Statistics. That's what we wanted to inject into it. Some facts, because we already collected the psychographic, emotional arguments, marketing arguments. So I would be careful not to add here, but we are also working with a situation where you wanted to exclude one, include another one, aggregate these two resources together, and we wanted to limit not more than 5 for one workspace. Because if you keep adding more, then we are generalizing the information. We don't want that, right? If you have one article which is quite in depth on this topic, that is enough. That is enough for us to inject some additional fact. But you have to listen me this carefully. We are not taking the information as it is from there. This information that you provide from URL will help Athena to create more context and get answers already from the information that you have provided. So it will sort of collect questions, turn into questions, and that those questions will be added back to the research that we have already. So you're saying I can add sleepfoundation.org, but I will need a specific URL, HTTP, starting with HTTP. So you can give me the link. That will be good. So then I can just edit like here, exactly the same thing here. Or I can also look for it here. And now we are looking for a specific topic. So you said I should type here menopause, right? That's what.
Yeah, correct.
Menopause. Okay. This is I followed you, and then this is the first one, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Good. Now what I'm going to take this URL as it is, and I will test. So I copied that URL, paste it here, okay, and I say power up Athena. And still, it might be doing in the background, taking this information from here, okay, and this information has a lot of ideas. We already talk about hot flashes, yeah, sleep order, sleep disorder breathing. So it should try to collect all this information, turn them into question, generate insights which are quite close to what we are looking for. Okay. So let's go back, and in order to check if everything is working okay, I'll go to CrawlQ's search. So scroll search can help you where you are, or is everything is going okay with Athena? Is it training good? I think this is just for you to have a good feeling about it. You wanted to test it. It's a search engine. What we have done is we have created now a search engine within the tool. So you can anytime ask information. Now you have trained your assistant. This assistant is there whenever you need it. It is giving you context. So you're talking to someone, I need context, search it here. And the same thing, same magic will happen also when we are doing the content creation. It's just an agent, an AI agent, which is pulling the information and providing the context. It's a sort of distributor, context distributor. So actually, I picked up that topic there. It was in the blog or where we supplied the information. So this, when you see website, that means this information that I'm searching is coming from directly from website, and it has a certain percentage of score associated with this. So more relevant to the market research, you get higher percentage. Less relevant to market research, you get less percentage. So you see now training is happening. We have that information. I wanted to demonstrate you that this is working. Now we not only have market research, but you also injected context from that very well researched article into your workspace. Then we also search niche headline or anything that we had already, we have in our system already. That niche headline 100% match women's sleep supplement. How to get through menopause and enjoy life. This is coming from MRR. This should read more better market research. But you understand where what we are doing with this. We have trained Athena, and this Athena can help us to draw context whenever we want. Now we are ready to sort of create our content. We can go back to market research if you want, because market research itself is quite deep. We have just touched upon 5%. You can, even within niche, you're going through your product's emotion hook, how Maria identify, or how you identify yourself with Maria, like how you describe them, what books she read, what Slack or YouTube forums she visit, Facebook pages she like. You can go as much as deep. What fears, suspicions, enemies, failures, her personal dreams and desires. So this we don't want to create here, because then this will go very, very specific. There's no benchmark line how deep you wanted to go. So it is flexible upon you. You can go as much as deep as you want, right? And here you have current environments and trends. This impact your customer, different activities, promise that you make on. This is work in progress. This is work in progress content strategy. You will collect testimonials. You will collect the case studies, and this is all like side function. But what we did, the first four categories were fundamental to train Athena and to work with it. Okay. So
Hey,
let's.
Rish, I have a question. Can I just pause you for a minute?
Yes, please.
Yeah. See, all I wanted to understand as an agency, if I want to use CrawlQ's, so how many personas or how many market research I can do? For instance, I have 20 clients. So for how many of them I can do this with one account?
So in a different tier, you see there are workspaces, right? If you have 20 clients right now and you will add 5, 10 more clients, so then you can see how many clients. So, but believe me, for each client, you need at least one workspace because this client also you are assuming that this client has a specific business. But some client will also come to you and say, I have three different buyer persona. Then you have three workspace for that client, right? But
Okay.
you should have an assumption that 21 clients, they need separate workspace because as an agency, you can also educate your customers that this is really important to be very specific in your approach to whom you are targeting. So as an agency, you can use it as a great education tool also to help people understand that they should be very specific and focused on whom they are targeting.
Yeah. If I'll have to, so let's say that I have a client and as you mentioned, I would have created 3 different buying personas. So will that AI will be specific to that particular workspace and persona? Like it won't mix up, right?
It won't mix up between different persona. Even we have different use cases. So it's not that we are training this. It's already a trained model, but we are injecting into it context. And that context is an extra learning that it has to contain and give us back when we need it during the content creation.
Yeah. In the previous section, you showed that even Athena will go ahead and then create the content for us. So those content, you said we can go ahead and then start using it even in social media. Now my question is, the content what you're referring, is it all plagiarism free? Can I go ahead and then use it for social media without checking anywhere else, or should I have to do a plagiarism check?
When we started, Joseph told me everything information from what he knows, and we have not looked anything on Google so far. So
Okay.
not taken any copy or content from here. Even the URL that I trained to Athena, you can search content. It is just creating question from that information and then create own answers like in the context of AI, and it's taking its own answers.
Beautiful.
Not copying any competitors' content, and that's why everywhere I can safely claim that this content is 100% unique. All plagiarism checker tool like Grammarly's plagiarism checker, you will have something like 1-2% which is by chance, right?
That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, because we can't expect 100%, and even once we get it, we need to tweak it. Because recently Google has released this one, the 100% AI content without any meaning. It will not consider as a SEO thing. So yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah,
I'll let you that also because there are so many tools which help you to push the button and they create a next paragraph. Then you push the button, they create next paragraph. So when you do this, what is happening in the background is there is a big language model and it has a parameter, it has a memory in itself. These parameters are 1 billion parameters, they have a memory. So they call Markov chain, Google call it Markov chain. So Markov means a state, you have current state, and you have future state. So this future state is totally dependent on the current state in the model. Means a new paragraph generated is totally dependent on the previous paragraph. And it's easy to detect it. But here in this CrawlQ setup, every time when we talk to language model, we are talking it one time and then get information and then now ask Athena to create new context rather than pushing the button and getting the same information from that model. because that model has its memory, right? We are breaking the pattern of that model and its memory by every time asking it a fresh content. And that's why sometimes things might not, it might logically deviate because it's not give exactly same structure, but then you're making sure that you're not over exploiting AI and you're not running into this problem. There's
Okay.
totally human supervised approach here right now, right? So I wanted to take an example to create a content, main topic of interest. Again here, menopause, sleep, nutrition, sleep supplements. Create a blog for talking, create a blog with the idea to motivate motivate women to consider sleep supplements, if the situation is related to menopause. I am just going bit here fast and bit random, but you can always choose the country, the language, and make it more specific. What is your content idea? You see here every step. It is nothing is random here. We are in the steering wheel. We are controlling AI. Because your main topic of interest of your blog is, was health supplement. We will categorize it women health. Women health. This blog is about women health, right? What problem does this blog solve for your reader? So if this reader knows, then she'll be able to understand that the symptoms related to menopause can be a possible cause for not having sleep. So it helps to understand if insomnia and its causes are related to menopause. Am I good here, Joseph, in telling this that if Maria read this blog, right?
Yeah, it's very good. Makes
She,
sense.
yeah. Okay. Good. Call to action newsletter from cozy.life. Cozylife.com. Okay. It can be more specific call to action that you wanted to address. But see, we are super specific here. It will take us some time, but then we are really making sure that we are not typing things blindly, randomly, and we will get a lot of additional help and context to keep researching and developing a blog which is very unique. AI recognized that there was some sensitive content, so this will be a problem. We won't be able to produce something here as an outline. What would be the outcome here is an outline of this blog. So that's okay. We have other lot of things to try it out. So on this section, you have seen all the information that are being ranked in Google on this topic are there. What you can do as a research, or you can also start with this tool. So headline intros. You want something to start like in headline, an introduction of the headline. Here you have all the top ranking topics that comes from Google. You see here, we can start building our blog right from here. Let's get rid of this. We want to, in this particular situation, we were stopped, but definitely it comes like this: introduction and a brief introduction. Then it says your middle part of the blog should have A, B, C points, discussion points, and this should be your conclusion. But now AI stopped. It didn't give us that because it found something that was sensitive. But we have here many other tools are there in AI content writer to get us started. Here I wanted to grab this information, and I wanted to make sure that it's like this. Okay. So you see now we took help of AI, and we got a starting point. Menopause and sleep disorder. Symptoms of menopause and sleep disorders are very common in women at age of 40, 45. It's good introduction, right, for the blog. Some women may expect hot flashes, night sweats, and this information you notice is not it's coming from our market research. If you notice it, is we are now in control of our content. We are not getting random ideas. Some research show that the changes in the hormone are responsible for these symptoms. So the research combined with new information is getting plugged here. One hormone is called estrogen, which is responsible for maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis, thinning of bones. Estrogen is also, so it says about hormones, and this explain these are the two hormones. So are we in right direction? You are in the business of this, so you should help us to understand, confirm. Are we in good direction with this blog? And you wanted to start like this, right? We are describing the problem associated with menopause, its symptoms, and then we are further researching our content. The way to research is you have already this information. It's like you can expand here any of the article. You can convert this article's paragraph into questions. You can rewrite it. You don't want to copy it as it is, and that's where Kiran's question: where does it do the plagiarism? No. If we copy this, then we are copying other competitors' content. We wanted to show it because we wanted to convert this into powerful questions, and then we wanted to get answers of those questions in our own context, in our own market research. You can also edit these questions. You can make, it depends if the question is very open-ended or close-ended. What is the time of natural changes in woman body? It was open-ended question, so it gives some answer to us. What are the blocks of time before and after you? So this also again a question, right? So the way to research is find most relevant headline for your topic. That's how I will do. So I'm developing this topic. I will go through this, skim through this, find the most relevant headline. I'll open this, convert this into question, get answer, and keep continue building my blog. This is one way of doing this. I can also keep pressing this, generate another headline and context, another headline context. But still, as a job that I have to perform is make sure that we are flowing in the right information. Because here AI stopped us to give some outline. Otherwise, I would have worked with outline. So it was giving me already an outline, and I would have just filled that outline in a natural way. But here we didn't succeed in first attempts. But now we have to make sure that we are following a structure. So this is how you can develop a deep research blog. But you can also help or say to Athena, write me Athena. So if you select this and say write me Athena, it will create another paragraph which is relevant for this and also relevant from the market research that we did. So that means it's picking the context from what we trained on Athena, and it is providing us this paragraph. And we are not going through this Markov chain problem that Google mentioned, because we are injecting here context and not asking a language model to produce one after one text. You see, so we are not doing other competitors' content, not copying them. Also, we have our own market research done, so we are borrowing context from that, and that way we are very, very, safe. Is we are creating original content here. Write me Athena or headline intro or going to a competitor content, turning them into question and their answers. So you are in control of your content. Here you get all the headlines. These are the topics that your competitors are talking when they create this kind of blog. Don't consider it as a blog only. Create a good length master document, let's say 2,500 words, and then just use this master document for micro content. So just take this out, create a small snippet, use it everywhere. So don't think CrawlQ only help you to create blog or sales letter, but you can break this. And I have not even touched the sales letter and all those emails part. It also provide, if there are some questions from Quora to this topic, it will come up here. if it's a product from Product Hunt, a SaaS product, then it will also come some reviews. But here, at every point during your writing process, you have your market research here, so you can always refer back to it. And we will also provide you a metric or KPI later on, like we are working on this. So every time it shows you a score, how much this content is closely related with your market research. So that will give you a KPI. You wanted to optimize on that. So my main goal with this software is to not fall in the trap all the time of keywords or SEO related, but really go into deep into your thread and pick all these points. And you already confirmed me that these are also search topics. So if you want me, I can take you to the topics, search topic also, and you can always confirm and you can change this topic. So your blog is also optimized for search. What we have done so far, there are two disciplines in content creation. One is conversion copywriting. So people follow these copywriting formulas and they write specific copies. And then there is a general content creation which follows an SEO content creation. This tool combines these two things powerfully into one solution. And that's the differentiation with the rest of the tools out there in the market. And it do not only follow one formula, like most of these tools have some templates that follow one formula. But here we are training an agent which is working on, it's like we are training a copywriting agent for us. And this copywriting agent can give us context when we need it while creating the content. So I hope you get this quite clear and you have a clear idea. Like it's not easy to start. It needs some setup. Once it has a proper setup, it can really help you to create super specific content. But there are sales letter, emails, autoresponders. The way I would approach them is also they give me a structure. They are not like 100% ready to publish, but they give me structure and content brief. And it's a very good structure, 80% ready with your all benefit, outcome, call to actions. You just need to recheck them and fill with some more information that you need.
Harish, thank you so much. I have a burning question. So, in average, to set up this one market research, how much time we need to spend?
I had set up one space in 20-25 minutes to set up the 5% market research. And this time of 20-25 minutes was worth because I would have created client's website. And if this requirement I have not gathered, I would have created landing pages or something, which again doesn't help him. So if you are developing websites for your client, you can gather initial information like this, like who is your target, and then use this tool, and then create them a content strategy also. So you can offer on top of the development a content strategy based website. So they will say, hey, Kiran has not only provided us website, but a funnel, the conversion mechanism, right?
Yeah, great. And now, right now, it shows as a 5% completed, right?
Yes.
So this 5%, you are able to do it in 25 minutes.
25 to 30 minutes, it depends.
30. Yeah. Well, what is the percentage you suggest which can give us a very good result?
5% is the first milestone, and only you should train Athena, because without that, we don't have a good power here. So 5% is you have to do it to get
the bare minimum. Yeah.
But
okay.
Joseph, remember I also said that you can also jump quickly to a content writer and start creating content, but then we are equating this content writer with same other SEO type of content writer.
So basically, the way the overall I understood is as if I'm talking to my content writer. Mm-hmm. So I have to give him all the input so that I can get the best output from this.
I have not touched one thing is like if your client do not know who is target audience, and they are having difficulty with that, you can first this random question like I don't know, like 5 questions, you just fill it, save it. But my goal was in the beginning to force you to think in terms of friend, one person. But if that is not the case, you find it difficult, you can also say, I don't know, get started, and you come to this screen. Now you can ask some more questions. Let's say what topic you are interested in. Let's take that one.
Okay, you can talk about performance marketing.
Okay. At this moment, we are not disturbing this thing because we are not changing any input. It's just like an input I provide and information will come. So we are not influencing any way our main topic. So when I say performance marketing, first thing that you should is unlock insights. And again, you're being forced to think about one person, one niche. So what idea would my target audience, my friend, would have about performance marketing? So what are related areas that my target audience would need to research more about to gain a better understanding of performance marketing? What benefit would my friend will have from performance marketing? Well, to start with my audience, so that's exactly why performance marketing. These are the questions that you should ask. What is performance marketing? Benefits of performance marketing. How do I adopt performance marketing? Why performance marketing is good for me? Take out here and that your performance marketing questions, right? Attention grabbing headlines. So you started thinking not in terms of keywords, but in terms of your target audience. What suspicions would my target audience would have about performance marketing? What mistakes would my target audience would have about performance marketing? Sorry, questions. You see, so again, we are forcing you to think not in terms of keyword, but about the friend, about the person. And then you can go to social media research. You can go to LinkedIn groups, YouTube channels about this topic. There must be already podcast or people talking about performance marketing. So giving you a structure to research more. You can go to video searches. You can go to podcast directories. You can go to this Medium, Bing, Yahoo, question information database. So you can be as deep as you want here to understand more about performance marketing before you wanted to talk to Fred. So if you don't want to take this Fred approach from the very start, you can drop it. You can say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Get started. Come here, search about your topic, make more research before you can think of about the Fred. You can also check here what people are searching about performance marketing. So this was the topic, and I can take maybe the topic that Joseph had about menopause because this was a primary condition, and there must be some trending topics or problems that are being searched by the searchers. So it's just menopause symptoms, menopause age, weight gain, menopause supplements. This is your trending topic. People are looking for menopause supplements. So instead of saying sleep supplement, you can also start your topic directly as menopause supplements. That might also be then more conforming to the searches that people are performing. Here you can dig into deeper what kind of questions people are asking on this topic. Menopause, which vitamin, which doctor, which age menopause stops. See, these kind of questions are based on the searches. Can menopause cause anxiety? Can menopause cause high blood pressure? Can menopause cause dizziness? These are the questions and quite detailed questions. And you can make a list of these questions. You can influence your market research with these questions. So then you're combining the search approach also if you wanted to have, right?
This is really great. From where you're pulling all this detail from?
This directly from not from a database, just directly from Google. So Google's people ask more questions for these trending topics. And then these are converted into questions. So every time you type, you directly pull from
Google Trends.
trends and then convert it instead of pulling it from a SEO type of keyword or database. It's just real time. It's just taking information from search API, converting into smart questions like will, when, how. So you have a structure. When all the when is when questions, when menopause starts, when menopause over, right? So you can compare between two keywords, menopause and hair loss. People also associating these two things together, menopause and sleep. Prepositions. You can add some adjective to this. You can also see what is your intent of the content. Is it a high level content? Then you will focus on what is menopause. How does menopause work? How do I use menopause? It's mixing. It's like connecting this. It's not always perfect the way it is structured. This was more related to product and services. So in this sense, in this connection, it's not making some more sense. But you see the idea was to classify the search intent, whether you wanted to create top of the layer content, middle of the funnel content, or bottom of the funnel content. If you're a performance marketer, customer journey, and you have to be focused on where at least you should have 3 blogs which talk about what is menopause and associated conditions, then middle content, and then bottom of the funnel content where you're directly introducing your sleep supplements for this specific condition.
I have one more question. Yeah, what I wanted to understand right now, this search intent discovery, what content you're pulling, is it also considering the market research data, the 5% what we have updated,
No,
or is it completely offline, away from that?
independent, and we keep it
Independent.
because we wanted to have market research just driven by your own ideas when you learn from this. So, as I said, if you know your friend, you know someone in your circle who is interested, then just pick up a phone call, make a coffee date, and ask some more information. That's the most natural way. Then you can avoid looking into this keyword, topic, Google, all this thing. If you don't know that, you just say, I don't know, get started, but come here and then deep dive into your topic and pick up the things which you wanted to pick up in your market research. You will definitely go back. It's like clicking here is not adding anything to that workspace. You have to work on that workspace, expand it, finish 5% market research, power up Athena, and then you are ready. You have set up. This is one-time investment. If you do this research well, it can create so much quality content later, and you don't you're not your content strategy is not in a PowerPoint or slides or in some requirement document for your client. If you're working as agency, you set it up one time, and then this one time laboratory environment is working for you. You're testing the messages. So this is kind of a laboratory setup where you set up the experimental stage, and now you're making it better and better. So it's not like one time do it and then done. It will really help you to further expand on it.